Undertale game. I'm playing with a Undertale game where you get to put in a name and it just like generates a random Undertale personality. So let's see. Let's go. Luke. Luke is a studious water fallen with too much dialogue. They're usually seen wearing a tie. They live in Snowdin Forest and require magic. Okay, let's see what happens if you type in Freddy. Freddy's an anime-loving core dweller with invincibility. They're usually seen wearing a helmet. They live in a field of echo flowers and talk about Freddy, what happened? Let's do the second best thing. Let's go. No, not Bonnie. I mean, Foxy. Come on. Foxy's a shy plant monster with a connection to the king. They're usually seen wearing a bandage. They live in Snowdin and talk about waterfall. They're friends with Sans Virus. Payfa. These characters are very interesting. Let's go look at again. Yeah, that's the exact same thing. Now, what happens if we go 7? Boom. 7 is a fragile 10 with blue attacks. They are usually seen wearing Crocs. They live in the library and steal music. That's right, I'll steal all your music. Also, you guys, you should leave your names in the comments below, and I'll use your gamer tags too. Let's go Steve. Steve is an intense comedian with a connection to the king. They're usually seen wearing a tie. They live in the ruins and draw boulders. Very interesting character. Let's go. The Green is a ghostly experiment gone wrong with a connection to the queen. They are usually seen wearing hair piercings. They live in Snowdin Forest and search for food. Jordan. Jordan is a nerdy Tem with a connection to the king. They're usually seen wearing Crocs. They live in Grillby's and draw souls. What do you mean they live in Grillby's? Hot dog. Hot dog is a fragile lurker with a fancy font. They are usually seen wearing a hot dog on their head. Hot dog is usually seen wearing a hot dog on their head. I didn't know this. They live in the core and lust after other monsters. Okay, I'm gonna move on to fake humans, like humans that would live in the underground that the monsters make friends with. Human is lazy amalgamation with too much dialogue. They're usually seen wearing Crocs, crack in the wall, and talk about anime. So I guess human is like an amalgamate between humans. I don't know. Let's go for human 2. So shy experiment gone wrong with orange attacks. They're usually seen wearing pajamas. They live in Temi Village and eat pasta. Human 23. Human 23 is a ghostly glitch with too much dialogue. They're usually seen wearing nerdy glasses. They live in Snowdin and loaf puzzles. Why not? Is a lazy werewolf with green bullets. They are usually seen wearing a helmet. They live in the final corridor and require gold. masculine inclined with high defense. They're usually seen wearing a cape. They live in Hotland and Steel Ice. Okay, then. Most of these are actually monsters. Come on, please be human this time. Is a boss type shopkeep with invincibility. They're usually seen wearing a bow tie. They live in New Home in Jabba Hotland. Dainty fish person with a deep history. They're usually seen wearing clothes. They live in Hotland and need boulders. There's boulders that are actually found in Hotland, to be honest. Is a heat resistance ruins dweller with low HP. They're usually seen wearing a sweater vest. They live in the core and sell food. Okay, so this is the first actual human. Hooray! Wait, you can just edit this from anywhere. Is a fragile slime person with too much dialogue. They're usually seen wearing sunglasses. They live in Papyrus's shed and require the core. So I guess they look human. Is a shy Tem with determination. They're usually seen wearing a manly bandana. They live in MTT Resort Hotel room and talk about humans. I didn't know the Thames could do that. Let's go human Papyrus this time. Papyrus. Now let's see. Is a musically inclined snail with connection to the queen. They're usually seen wearing Temmie armor. They live in the snail farm and search for music. That's the first one that sort of made sense. Human sans Papyrus. Is a studious spider with no standards. They're usually seen wearing slippers. They live in Mount Ebott and steal boulders. Ooh, that's cool. They live in Mount Ebott, meaning Frisk could have met this strange human just at the mountains. No, wait, it's a monster. It's like a big monster. Let's go. Let's have Sans at the beginning now. Is a lazy plant monster with lots of money. They're usually seen wearing armor. They live in MTT Resort and love save points. So I guess they'll be hanging out at your. Let's put another human in the middle of the actual word human. Is a magical glitch with deep history. They're usually seen wearing a helmet. They live in a field of echo flowers and eat boulders. They eat boulders? That would hurt.
So like a Mad Libs?
No. But could you imagine eating boulders? Oh, that would hurt.
Well, great. That's
Arg. This is. Is a shy Tem with fancy font. They're usually seen wearing a dapper suit. They live in MTT Resort in Dramanga. But anyways, let's make up a glitch for all that other guy who said his glitch was. How about if you reset too many times at Toriel's house, then you go to Sans, and as soon as you get your first save point reset, you meet him instead of Flowey. That's actually a good plan. Is an aquatic puzzle lover with a connection to the king. They're usually seen wearing headphones. They live in the final corridor and talk about seagrass. Sans, how about Muffet? No. It's an intense slime person with a connection to the queen. They're usually seen wearing a trench coat. They live in Waterfall and eat hackers. Yeah, you might as well hide that glitch now. I'm just gonna put in a YouTuber now. Dan TDM is a nerdy werewolf with low defense. They are usually seen wearing only a towel. They live in the mysterious door area and require fighting.
That sounds like a mallet.
Now is a heat-resistant goat with too much dialogue. They're usually seen wearing a cape. They live in the river and steal manga. Guessing the manga represents Alphys. Is a buff horror with their own theme song. They're usually seen wearing a dapper suit. They live in the Tami village and sell safe points. I would like to say a point. Okay, let's actually be serious now. Let's go. Ben Churion. It's a royal comedian with determination. They're usually seen wearing sunglasses. They live in a field of echo flowers and sing about sleeping. How about, let's see, Metaton Fan. Boom. Is a dangerous lurker with low HP. They're usually seen wearing a manly bandana. They live in Toriel's house and make magic. Metaton Enemy. Basically, it's Metaton's enemy. It's a friendly fish person with invincibility. They're usually seen wearing a manly bandana. They live in the mysterious door area. Oh, and eat bones. So that means they require a special fun level. How about Gasterglit? Wait, what happens if we just put in Gaster? Is a heat-resistant scientist with high defense. They're usually seen wearing a lab coat. They live in Grillbees and Loath save points. Okay, it's close to Gaster, but Grillbeer is a persnickety sentry with impossible to dodge bullets. They are usually seen wearing too much makeup. They live in an MTT resort hotel room and steal fighting. So I know so sorry, so how about so sorry. Musically inclined waterfallian with determination. They're usually seen wearing a swimsuit. They live in the mysterious door area and love traps. Okay then. So. How about Underswamp Sands? Who would he be in Undertale? Is a ghostly cat person with a deep history. They're usually seen wearing slippers. They live in MTT Resort and joke about the surface. About Underswamp Asgore. It's a boss-type snail with green bullets. They are usually seen wearing a swimsuit. They live in New Home and help people's souls. If anyone could keep track of these memes and make an Underslap and, like, tell me about it, like, leave in the comments with, like, a link or something, I would love that. Anyways, how about Underfell Sands? Who would he be in Undertale? It's a heat-resistant spider with invincibility. They're usually seen wearing a tie. They live in Grillbees and sell bones. Sans worker. studious alligator with determination. They're usually seen wearing only a towel. They live in Alphys's lab and steal magic. Saying this worker is kind of bad. Papyrus robot. It's musically inclined century with determination. They're usually seen wearing a cowboy hat. They live in MTT Resort and eat music. Papyrus's robot obviously went berserk. Sam's robot. It's a dangerous waterfall alien with impossible to dodge bullets. They're seen wearing nothing at all. They live in Snowdin and eat magic. It's kind of silly that they live in Snowdin, though. Human robot is a heat-resistant plant monster with low defense. They are usually seen wearing headphones. They live in the mysterious store area and love food. Sass robot. Sass robot is a dainty slime person with high HP. They're usually seen wearing armor. They live in Snowdin and collect Hotland. I'm gonna expect they mean like lava from Hotland. Sanez. Some intense cat person with a connection to the king. They're usually seen wearing lots of jewelry. They live in Toriel's house and sell ice cream. Let's. How about Papbiz? Is a swamp monster with fancy font. They're usually seen wearing normal clothes. They live in a mysterious store area and love gold. Well, okay, I'm sorry, but that's all for this episode. I'm gonna make an account for this and play.